No matter where you are and how you want to ride, Nolan have you covered with this helmet, the N70-2 X. If you're the kind of rider that wakes up in the morning and thinks that, I might just ride to my favorite dirt track, then I might go through the city, stop me to have a coffee with my friends in the other town over. Don't worry, because Nolan have you covered with this helmet, the N70-2 X. This helmet is very versatile. It's going to meet pretty much anyone's requirements, and it comes with stuff like this removable peak. It comes with a removable port for goggles. You have a removable chin bar, which turns it into an open face helmet. It's also got double certification, so you can wear it as a closed helmet like this, or with a chin bar gone as an open face helmet. Whole bunch of versatility. So seeing as this helmet covers about 4 or 5 different riders out there, it's going to come in at also a fairly reasonable price at €290 recommended retail price, or about $350 of the recommended retail price as well for the standard kind of colors. So lots of value and versatility with this helmet. So there is of course a shell with this helmet, and it's going to be the Lexan material from Nolan. It's their special kind of polycarbonate shell. Now the shell is available in 2 different sizes as well, and it's not yet being rated by Sharp unfortunately, but it has got the ECE rating, meaning it's going to be pretty tough. And like I said before, that's with the chin bar on and the chin bar off. So this helmet, I weighed it, it's a size M, and it came in at 1,750 grams, meaning that it's not going to be the lightest helmet around, and just shows that there is a bit of a price to pay for all the versatility that you get. So for ventilation, we have plenty of options with the Nolan. We have on the chin here, chin vent. It's going to bring air directly onto your chin, not onto the visor as we typically see. Up top we have 3 scoops, a bit hard to see because underneath this peak, but here I have these little sliders here, so I can adjust these as well to open and close those vents. They'll break in a bit over time. They're a little bit stiff on this helmet at the moment. At the back we have this here, it's an exhaust vent. It's going to allow all that hot air to escape, and it can also come out the back of the helmet as well by the liner. So for the most ventilation though, you should probably take the chin bar off, and I'll show you how to do that. First, open it up. You have these little tabs here, push them in and then pull it out. So in, and then just slide it out. Nice and easy, and you can actually see there, that's going to be for the chin ventilation, those holes. All right, so now you can see this helmet. We can close up this visor. Looks like a normal kind of open-faced helmet. Open it up again, put the visor back on. It's pretty easy. Basically, we're just going to put it back in, and when we do it, we're going to have this down so it clips in nice and easily. So lift it up a bit like that. Get that into position. Get this one into position as well, and then push it on. It's not going to come off. Those are back up to how they were, and that's how the chin bar gets removed on this helmet. Now the visor of the Nolan is, in their own words, ultra wide, and this is a pretty handy feature when you want to take the visor off and put your goggles in. It's going to allow you to have a bit more breathing room for your goggles. Plus, it's also going to give you a wider field of vision when you have the visor on, which is pretty handy. Now, we also do have a pinlock lens prepared visor. You can see the pins there. Pinlock lens is in the box, and in this case, it's on the visor already, so that's pretty nice. We have a drop-down sun visor. You can see that here. It's controlled like that. Let me just open this up, actually, get a better look. To release it, you have to push on this little button here, and there we go. And you can run through a few different settings with it. So the sun visor is a pretty nifty thing. We get some good versatility out of it, which is in the same theme as the rest of the helmets. Now, we want to take the peak off. That's possible. We have thumb screws. 1, 2, and then 1 on this side. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to loosen this one. It's a little key kind of thumb screw, so you just got to turn it a little bit like that, and then it comes loose. And I'll show you how that works in a second. Up top we have a thumb screw. This is the only one that is an actual screw. So I'll take this one off first. There we go. And all right, so we'll just unscrew this one. This is the only one that will come loose. This is the only one with an actual kind of screw. The others are these little keys. So that's just going to turn and lock in. You can see there, that little keyhole. So the visor. We'll put the peak over to the side here. You can ride without the peak like this if you prefer. You have a better look at that ventilation as well. So that's pretty handy. Now, to take the visor off is very, very, very easy. Open it up all the way, little tab here, pops out. Other side, little tab, pops out. You can see that visor there. So you can also ride like this. You can put that peak back on, goggles in, off-road helmet, or just, I don't know, ride like this if you want. Take the chin bar off as well. Fully open experience. So we can put this back on. It's very, very easy. Upright position, get everything into place. And then it just pushes on like that. This one here, it's already pretty much seated, and it's just going to push onto place. And close that up. Nice and easy. Putting this back on, also very easy. Just line it up and turn those thumb screws. So I'm going to do this one first. Turn it this way so you might be able to see a bit. Get it all lined up, get it on, and then we turn, and it's locked. Come around to this side. Get it lined up, in, turn it, and it's locked. Big thumb screw up top. You can adjust as well how high and how low this is. Thumb screw in. I'll turn it around this way. Thumb screw in, give it a few turns, get it in nice and tight. So that's how you do adjust the visor, how you take the visor off, how you take the peak off, and so on with the Nolan. Alright guys, so it's time to take the liner out of this helmet. And what I'm going to do first, I'm going to take this chin bar off, because that's going to give us a bit more room to work with and probably see a little bit more. Actually, first of all as well, we do have a little wind guard there at the bottom. So I'm going to take this, stand it up, and we have the liner. You see we also have a micro ratchet enclosure system there. Works like that. Yep, so this is going to be the neck roll. We can take this off, but we can also just take everything off as one piece, which I'm going to actually do. So first of all, no emergency quick release, so I'm just going to pull everything loose up top here. All right, we'll start pulling this through. And it's actually popping out of the bottom. Nice. Two birds, one stone. There we go. That one's free. This one now. Actually, it's all come loose. Indeed, two birds and one stone. All right, so going back to this, push that through. Out it comes. We'll have a look at this in a moment. First of all, this. We can take this off, which is the neck roll, because you might want some extra ventilation. Maybe it's too much for you, who knows. But this is a versatile helmet, and we can take this neck roll away like this, bit of Velcro at the end, and underneath there's another neck roll, so you're not going to be exposing the liner of your helmet or anything when you take this off. You can see that there. It's good for wind and noise isolation though. Alright, so the liner. You can see it, removable, washable, all the good stuff that you want. It's going to be fairly comfortable. It's going to be quite thick here on the cheek area. That's because we don't have separate cheek pads. That explains that. The insides, it's all pretty neat and tidy. The liner's all perforated, good for ventilation. And we do have as well these pins, which we see on a lot of Nolan and X-Lite helmets. Alright, so let's go back to the EPS, because we can see inside now. You can see there those channels. They're going to be fairly shallow. We have a few of them, but it's mainly going to be the holes in the EPS that allows that air to really flow. You can see lots of holes in there, and it's also not neat and tidy inside. We have speaker cutouts as well, so you can attach a communication system to this helmet if that is what you would like to do. So the inside's going to give you a lot of ventilation, and also, like I said, neat and tidy. So because this helmet does everything, including being a full face helmet, it qualifies for our beep test. And our beep test is going to test how much noise is blocked by the shell and also the liner of the helmet. And because of, you know, all the different things that this helmet does, the chin bar and so on, didn't expect too much from it, we didn't get too much out of it. It scored 22 against a control of 19, meaning it blocked only 3 decibels of noise. So like I said, it didn't do very well, but that is to be expected on this kind of helmet. Alright guys, if you want to check out the Nolan N70-2 X, then head to championhelmets.com and those product bundles. There you'll find discounts on a second visor or on a communication system, so make sure to have a look at those. So the Nolan N70-2 X, a convoluted name but a very versatile helmet. This full-face, open-faced adventure helmet can do a lot, and it comes in at also a fairly decent price. So guys, if you want to learn anything more about Nolan helmets, helmets in general, or whatever, then hit that subscribe button down below, and I'll keep you up to date with everything that's going on. So guys, thanks for watching. I'm Chris from Champion Helmets, and I'll see you all next time.